Bring forth life. Man plant the seed. Okay? So,
if you want, man, I remember I used to go out with I used to take an ugly chick out with me on purpose. Just to get other chicks.
A lot of these women choose men who are weaker or choose men who are fuckboys and then complain about the very same
attributes. Alpha male and all this dominant shit.
And you into doing something, you gotta be careful about that type of shit. Jay, what you writing over there? You trying to steal another idea? You stealing another idea? Tell the truth, ain't you?
Nah, I just came up with an idea.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yo. What's good, everybody? What's good? This your boy JTL, aka Out from the North 18. We back with another one, y'all. So, hopefully everybody enjoyed the holiday today. Gave all them good presents to the kids, to each other, enjoyed family and friends and all that great stuff. Me personally, I was trying to get to the get down today, but still was a good day. Enjoyed the weather today, all that great stuff, because last year was hot as I don't know what, but it was beautiful today. So like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed your holiday today, but about to get real right about now. We about to get real right about now. So y'all see the title? Master P and Romeo. That's what we gonna talk about. Of course, everybody been talking about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. I've been doing videos on that, and I got some more coming to y'all, so don't worry. I got some more coming for y'all. But yeah, it's sad when you see the family feud, because when the family feuds, nobody wins. Been real ugly, right? Been terrible. I mean, how could somebody who's a grown-ass man have problems with his father, who put him on, did everything he was supposed to do for his son? And I think a lot of times we don't realize what we're supposed to, well, not supposed to, but what's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? We don't realize what's a blessing for us. Like, for one thing, having a father, especially coming from our community, especially if you come from the projects, it's a blessing to have your pops. You know what I'm saying? So I think, in my personal opinion, Romeo kind of got entitled after a while. Been doing great for all these years. He like 32, something like that now. But it is what it is, man. So we gonna talk about this, because we got a lot of brothers going through this crap, doing the best that they can for their family. But then sadly, it's like we don't appreciate men no more. You know what I mean? And we wonder why a lot of young brothers don't want to be fathers, because it's like, what's the point? If you trying to be there for your kids, and you see this is the type of treatment that you get, and the other men see it too, young brothers see it too, and they ain't with that shit. So why would you care to be a father, especially a stepfather? Who the hell wants to be a stepfather these days? Let's just keep it G. Nobody ain't trying to do that shit. But it's a damn shame when you do everything you can and your kids see it. Like, throughout these years, you riding with them, helping them blossom and have a real career, and then they just turn their back on you. So I want to really get into this. Want to dive into this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a video. First video gonna be from the sister. Shout out to the sister Pink Book Lesson. She did a great job on this case study, talking about the issue with Master P and Lil Romeo. Then we're gonna hear from the horse's mouth, Master P himself, what he had to say on these things that Romeo spoke on about, making it seem as he didn't do what he was supposed to do as a father. So that's what we're gonna do, right? Y'all with that? But also, I want to say real quick, this your first time checking out the JVJ Network, joining your boy JTL, aka Out from North 18. Me, I need you to do me a quick favor. So after you do that, we're gonna go ahead and get down to the get down. Starting with the first video, which is gonna be, once again, shout out to the sister, Pink Book Lessons. Let's get into it.
All right, so we have Lil Romeo trying to break the internet, coming out talking crazy about his father, Master P. It all started when Master P posted about Twitch, the DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show for years, dancer, actor, took himself out. Really horrible news, leaving behind his wife and their kids. Twitch was going to be doing an event with Master P in January 2023. So Master P posted this here, honoring Twitch. It was Twitch on Ellen dancing with Snoop Dogg. He wrote, RIP to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch, and salute Snoop Dogg for celebrating him. These are crazy times we are living in. You can be smiling one day and go on the next. He was supposed to be a guest DJ on a concert that we're having January 13th. Life is too short. Appreciate your loved ones. Hashtag mental illness is real. Then Romeo decided to post this on social media. He said, today was a boiling point. I seen a man avoid his own children's struggle with self-deletion and depression, but post another man who passed away today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. So Tatiana Miller, that's Master P's daughter, she tragically passed away in May 2022 from fentanyl intoxication, and Romeo fell out with Master P a few months later. So P and everyone else thought, okay, maybe Romeo is grieving his sister. He's just going through it. And Master P did try to help his daughter. He's been going through it for years, trying to get her on track, encouraging her to go to rehab, everything else. But you can't make adult kids do anything. You can say what they should do, but at the end of the day, they make their own decisions and end up doing what they want to do. So Romeo kept talking, and the real underlying issue.
See, that's the first thing I want to deal with, y'all, is the fact that P was trying to do what he needed to do for his daughter. And sadly enough, I guess because, and I seen P reference his late daughter, God rest her soul, in a couple of interviews, and not speaking on it too much. And you know, men like that, strong men, they grieve the way they grieve. And just because he doesn't put up a post about it doesn't mean he didn't love his child. That's the problem I'm seeing that we having with this new generation. I see it all the time. Like, and this is a side note, but this is how goofy it is. Meek Mill and Wale had a stupid beef because Meek Mill was mad that Wale didn't post that his album was coming out. So instead of going to him and saying, hey, bro, post this for me, he got mad because he didn't do it on his own. A lot of people think that's the way to show somebody love. It's appreciation. You can appreciate somebody, you know, doing something like that for you. But is that really showing love? You got a lot of people that actually think that's really showing love because they post something. So just because Master P didn't really speak about his daughter, he's really a very private person. He really doesn't put all his business out there. Like me watching P over all these years, he really doesn't put all his information and his stuff out there. It's always usually somebody doing like Romeo did, which want to go say this and say that about him, but they ain't got the heart to go say it to him. So I just wanted to deal with that first. This is the problem what we got with social media and these new kids these days.
Build itself. I mean, he went on social media and said a lot. He said, this was my last straw, Pops. Stop trying to play the victim. I love you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years. You know we've talked behind closed doors. He went on to say that Master P wasn't the man that he painted himself to be. He said, why is it war? Because I refuse to follow your lead. You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real. And I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, Pops. I'm truly a man of God. If you're really a man of God, then you will prevail in the end. Even when I share my truth.
Okay, and that whole share my truth shit, That's some female ass shit. I know they said they tell you that in therapy, but let's just keep it genuine as men. My truth, your listen, it ain't nothing but the truth. That's all it is. The truth. All this my truth. Stop that shit. Like, please, let's stop that bullshit. All right. And then this whole image thing, when you dealing within this entertainment field, let's keep it funky. Romeo is still well known. He's still a star, right? Definitely from Nickelodeon to because of his pops, all that stuff. You have an image you have to maintain. You're not gonna see the Hiltons. I'm sorry about Paris Hilton, but you're not gonna see the main Hiltons out there in public. A lot of people don't even know who the Hiltons are besides the mother. You got to look them up. You don't know who Johnson & Johnson is. Y'all don't know the people that own Popeyes. We don't know the people like that own Sony movie pictures and Universal Pictures and all. We don't know these people. That's what we F up because we want to put everything out there. You want to act like your image is something it's not. It's a fake image. Well, go tell that to the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and see what happened. You're going to get looked at like you stupid and laughed at. And that's what we messed up. Hold on real quick. Got GQ and he said I was never ill. I was saying that. What up, GQ? Got my boy Hurricane. What's popping, bruh? Say skirt facts. You know what it is. But let's go ahead and get back to this jittybug foolishness with a 32-year-old man. I know that's still young, relatively young, but it ain't nowhere near that damn young. He's not 22. He's 32.
I've tried to keep things in house. You are addicted to social media and unfortunately use this app as therapy. 3,000 plus posts. So he's trying to say that Master P has over 3,000 posts on his Instagram. And when you go to Master P's Instagram, most of his posts, they're promoting product. He's using his social media to promote his rap snacks, to promote his shoe brand and all the products that he put out. So Romeo, that's not being addicted to social media. That's using social media for what it's for, not to get on there and be a little soy boy crying out for attention. He's using social media to make money. You're using social media as therapy. He was like, when the world find out about the finances outside of a gift or a car, I've never been paid for anything I've accomplished as Lil Romeo. So he's saying that he never got paid for anything when he was a rapper and he put out those songs as a little kid and when he was on a TV show as a little kid. And we're going to get to that too. Lil Romeo didn't see any money because Lil Romeo never turned a profit on anything. He says, Uncle C and Silk know you only pay outsiders rightfully, so they'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can speak my truth and help others. Mom was always right. Your pride is everything. Sir,
See, listen, once he said mom was always right, that's when I was like, yeah, he effed up in the head, bro. He effed up in the head. Your mama? The same mama that was right that tried to sue you? The same mama that shitted on you? Bruh, what kind of mama try to take her son to court? Because she mad at your daddy. Nah, I ain't gonna trash her, but she damn sure ain't no regular mama. That's a different type of mama. And then you talking about paying everybody rightfully outside of everybody else? Bruh, I'm gonna let Pink bring it up, then I'm gonna show it. And then when we hear from the horse's mouth, Master P himself, I'm gonna show it again just in case y'all don't get it. Pink Book just said he never turned a profit. He was on the Nickelodeon show coming up as a jet. Then he also dropped a few albums. I ain't gonna even say it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and let Pink say it.
your mama's a drug addict. I don't want to hear this. You're not getting any credibility.
See, I ain't said it. She said it.
Talking about what a drug addict said. You're actually losing credibility and the little respect that anybody ever gave you, really off the strength of your dad, not off anything of your own. But you're tearing all that down now, talking about my truth, my truth. He just sounds crazy. My truth, my truth. You are the one that need a therapist, sir. He says, all my siblings are broke, bro. Never even had money to afford college. And nothing is wrong with that. He just shouldn't paint a certain life that isn't real. One big house to stun in is a minimum way of thinking. And see, that's what's wrong with these celebrity kids. Just because a celebrity has money doesn't mean that the kids have money.
My bad, y'all. You know I ain't paying for that damn YouTube.
So many celebrities, from Steve Harvey to athletes, they'll tell you I'm rich, but my kids are not rich. And people like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, they'll go as far as to say that they're not even giving their kids anything when they pass away. He said, we've been living month to month since I was 8.
Now let's talk about that real quick. You got a lot of people like Warren Buffett and stuff. It was somebody else. I forget. It's another mogul that was saying he ain't giving his kids shit when he passed away. A bunch of those billionaires. These are billionaires that are saying this. They ain't giving their kids shit when they pass away. They got to go out there and get it themselves. That's how you, especially boys, they don't want them to be entitled. But these men that are saying that had to get it out the mud, bro. And they don't want you to be these entitled kids like a Paris Hilton. They don't want you to be like that. They don't want you to be spoiled. And then you're a piece of crap. So it doesn't mean there's not, I highly doubt there's not going to be available resources. Of course, not there with a Buffett name or the Bill Gates name. It's still going to be available resources. But you still got to earn it. Like, it seems like we're the only ones that want, forget unconditional love, unshaming, regardless of what you do, respectable love, even when you do the worst thing. We always talk about these other communities, but when you look at what they deal with when it comes to their children, if you ain't gonna do right, they turn their back on you. I ain't saying it's right, but you know there's a lot of other communities ain't doing bad as we doing.
18. And everybody on social media, they've been eating this up, acting like they're concerned about Lil Romeo's mental health. No, I'm sorry. Romeo is a complete idiot. Number one, y'all been living check to check since you turned 18. Join the rest of the country. Everybody underneath these comments that you're entertaining, and yes, I say entertaining because that's all you're doing, they're also living check to check right now. Let another pandemic shut down the world. After 4 weeks, their funds will be depleted. And number two, your problem really isn't the sister. I think that exacerbated the issue, but that's not the underlying root cause. The real problem is Romeo being 33 years old and not being where he thinks that he should be at this point in his life. Just like so many child stars or anybody, even regular people. He's thinking, okay, I was famous and making money as a kid. So the reason why I don't have money 20 plus years later is my daddy's fault because I was signed to his label and working under him. Let's talk about that. Can anybody name the 3 albums that Romeo dropped as a kid under No Limit?
All right. So I'm glad that she said it. So let me name those 3 albums for y'all real quick. The first one was self-titled Lil Romeo. The second one was Game Time. And the third one was Romeo Land. So the first one came out in 01. The second one came out around 02, 03. And then the third one came out in 04. Yeah, I had to name it because guess what?
Right, of course, you can't. Besides 2 or 3 catchy little songs that Master P paid those folks to put on 106 in Park, you can't name any of Romeo's work. And I bet most people can't even remember those 2 or 3 songs. Lil Romeo's work from the past, it's not generating any money today. And it wasn't generating any money then. No Limit was famous off of Master P, Mystical, Snoop Dogg, C. I mean, a whole roster of people. Mia X, not Lil Romeo. Lil Romeo was popular and famous, but that didn't translate into performance results, money. His best performing album was his first album, and he sold 500,000 copies. That's it. And in 2001, that's nothing. The hottest artist going platinum, double platinum, triple platinum, diamond. That wasn't Romeo. The marketing to make him famous did not translate into sales. So if you have artists that actually went platinum back then, and a lot of them still didn't recoup, basically promoting Romeo was draining Master P's resources. But Romeo was coddled as a child, so he has no clue about the record entertainment business and how this all works. Romeo, you was the type of artist that would be a write-off for a label. And
Damn. Shout out to Pink. She talked that G shit. But that's some real shit. Romeo went gold. And I think that took a while for him to go gold. So let's say, I wish it was a little bit more. I think it was like maybe $13, $14, somewhere around that for a CD. But let's just cap it off at $10. At 500,000, so that's about $5 million or a little more. They probably spent almost that to actually push and market the album. That's what people don't realize. The way it made him look like he was huge, they probably spent that amount just to market him. Back then, those videos, especially the videos he had, video was probably no cheaper than $100,000. So let's say he did 3 singles for that album, the first one, which is the only one that went gold. Say he did 3 videos, that's $300,000, right? Then let's talk about marketing and say they spent by $2 million to market him. So that's 2.3 in the whole. Then let's say going on tour. Tour probably was like another $1 million. For him to go on tour is probably like another $1 million. So what you think? You actually thought that you was supposed to see some kind of return? And then, matter of fact, since he was in the hole the way he was in the hole, Master P, his daddy, that is, bruh, what money was he supposed to give you back? He ain't had no damn money to give you back. He still was taking care of you. You talking about you was just in one big house, stunting in one big house. You know how much it costs to stay out there in Beverly Hills, bruh? What are we talking about? You got to pay property tax. That probably was around $50,000 a year. You got to make sure you still going to a good school. You was in college. Come on, bro. These I would think, and I see why Master P say he's disappointed. I'm disappointed because you spent all these years with your pops, and instead of you learning something, you say you follow him blindly. Ain't that a bitch?
to be honest, he never was really talented. He just got put on because Master P was his daddy. And Master P paid for that marketing, that exposure. He had Nick Cannon out here executive producing one of his albums. And although Nick was good in the show business, any music that he touched flopped. And let's get to the people out here talking about
Pink going in. Yeah. Nick Cannon had that one good song with R. Kelly, Gigolo. Sorry, y'all. I ain't trying to bring R. Kelly up. I know a lot of people don't like R. Kelly no more. How y'all feel? I'm just saying that was Nick Cannon's best song.
that Nickelodeon money. In the 90s and the early 2000s, and even still today, you could be famous on a TV show and still not be making money. Lil Romeo probably got some Nickelodeon checks, but all Nickelodeon checks are not created equal. Even Raven Simone, she was on Disney. Her checks are not what you thought they would be. And Raven filmed way more shows in each season than Lil Romeo. For instance, That's So Raven, her first season, she earned about $360,000. Lil Romeo didn't even earn $200,000 his first season. And then back in the day, the rapper Drake was on Degrassi, and the show was paying him about $40,000, $50,000 per year. And he told everybody after helping his mother out with the rent, all that money will be gone. You also have to realize that there are so many other costs that you have to pay. Agents get a percentage, lawyers get a percentage. Everybody has a retainer, from PR to accountants. And then after all of that,
and don't forget IRS, they got to get their cut too, bro. And if you stay in a certain state, you might have to pay state taxes.
You still have to pay taxes. So yeah, Master P, he responded to these comments. Romeo was calling him broke and saying that his money went to pay his taxes. Just a bunch of foolishness. Take a look at what Master P had to say.
Today a sad day because I got to get out of character and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do. But I try to call my son. People say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, and if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening.
Y'all excuse me, I told y'all I'm not paying for no damn YouTube.
That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people, but you can't get mad at me because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertain this on social media, I thought that was about the DJ Twitch post I put up, and I thought it was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost a daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know death, it brings people closer together or it tear them apart. But I come from nothing, y'all. And I could go back. I'm cool with it. I won't be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just say, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world. Now I can get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain, and you don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about this is what the people want to see. They want to see destruction. So if you destroy me, what are you going to do for the rest of the family? Are you going to take care? You told me on the post that you put up, you go take care of people in the community. That's what you're supposed to do when you come from that. You go help people. I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something. I'm tired of that, y'all. And any other parents, you could be rich or poor at a smaller level. You might give your kid $10, but if that's all you got, I've always fell off, got back up, hustled, did my thing. I'm tired of all these blog sites and all this stuff, poking and having fun. Y'all can, but I'm about to go back to work and do what I got to do. I love my family. My door is always open for my son. To be honest, because we shouldn't have to go through this. And if I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm apologizing to you if I'm wrong. I'm still a work in progress. I come from nothing. Everybody go through trauma. I'm dealing with this right now, but I love going out into the community and helping people. That's the way I heal. Allow me to heal. I don't have to be sitting around moaning and crying and all. I can't get my daughter back, but I can get out there and keep a legacy going, keep a name going. So let's do this in love and let's do this in peace, because this is what the system wants. Think about it. We stronger together, but you older now. So you got to lead by example for the rest of the kids. And we can get through this. I'm just telling y'all, keep y'all prayers. We need it. And God gonna do what he got to do. You know, I'm not gonna come on here no more. So bloggers and everything else is cool. Whatever you want to deal with Romeo. Whatever y'all think he's saying is true or whatever, that's cool too. I can live with it. I'm at peace now. I had to speak my piece.
Yeah, I think.
And you know what? The shit just so sad, man. But I think because Romeo still got some maturing to do, it's not easy for him to step to Pops and just really express what he's saying, because when Pops responds and Pop not just gonna sit there and let you say whatever and not have a response, especially if it's true. And that's what we gotta realize as men. You have a conversation with another grown man as a grown man, and it's not truth, their truth, your truth, that bullshit. Is they speak their piece, you speak your piece. So that way y'all can keep it moving. Either y'all come to an understanding that y'all can agree, or y'all can agree to disagree, but still love and respect them most of all. That's what it's got to be. And you know, and like I said, this is the most disappointing thing to see. Like, because the two main brothers I always respected their relationship with their children was Master P and Dame Dash. Those are two, especially being in the industry, getting started young as they started. They both had their kids around 17, 18 years old. They both had their kids around that same age. I had my child around that age. But I'm like, yo, I respect these brothers. They out here grinding and hustling every day, 24/7, 365. But got they firstborn with them. My firstborn is a boy. So I was respecting those brothers. So to see this shit is disheartening, man. Shit sad.
I think Romeo is out of order, and I'm still trying to understand how he was going to fix his issues by running the social media. All Romeo did was insert other people into their business that's laughing at his downfall. And here's the big lesson. Romeo, social media doesn't care about you. They're not going to support anything that you do. And if you try to profit off anything, you just ruined your own brand. And then you're talking to a group of people who never saw their money as a teenager either. They will give their whole little McDonald's check to pay their mama's light bill. And for most of them, when they turned 18, they didn't have any savings either. All they had was bad credit from underpaid cable bills in their names. Like, I'm sorry, Romeo, I don't want to hear it. You should have handled these issues offline with a therapist and your father directly. I think P should pull up the records, have a meeting with Romeo, explain the money earned, where did it go, and also explain all the money he spent to earn that money. Show him how much of a flop he really was. And if by any chance anything is owed, give it to him and move on. The lesson here is to stop going on social media trying to fix problems. You're not going to fix anything in TikTok court and Instagram court. You're just putting everybody in your business for their entertainment. You thought that you was exposing your dad, but you actually just exposed yourself, which will make it more difficult for you to make money. You just don't have the same hustle in you as your father. And that goes for a lot of celebrity kids and rich kids. They don't have the same work ethic as their parents. So yeah, Romeo, you're out of order. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What do you think about all of this?
Yeah, make sure y'all go check out Pink Book Lessons if y'all haven't. Awesome content creator. So make sure y'all go ahead and check her out. Man, told you I was going. I'm gonna go ahead and show it, man, because this is so sad. He said he's never been paid from his record sales. All right. So hopefully, hold on. Let me just do something real quick. Blow that up a little bit for y'all. So, like I said earlier, his first album was Lil Romeo 01, Game Time 03, Romeo Land 04. All right. Let's read it. As Lil Romeo, his debut album was the self-titled Lil Romeo. It contains the hit single My Baby that charted #1 for R&B and hip hop singles. The album peaked at #6 on Billboard 200 and #5 on top R&B and hip hop albums. On July 28th, 2001, it was certified gold by the RIAA for selling 500,000 copies in the United States. Also in 01, he was featured on his Uncle Silk Shocker's remix single That's Cool, which also featured on his own album. 500,000. Ain't no telling what the budget was for that. And like I said, let's just cap it off at $10 an album sale. That ain't no money. And then this other two albums didn't sell shit. They didn't do nothing. They didn't even go gold. So let's say he spent $2 million for recording and marketing. That don't go for everything else with producers and manager. That don't go all that. But let's say he spent $2 million on all three of these albums. Let's say he sold 500,000 for the first one. That's $5 million. But then the other two, it didn't even go gold. You gonna sit there and tell me it was money left for him to give him back? It wasn't shit left for him to give him back. So what are we talking about? And I know it, it could be a little tedious of a task to look these things up and actually get information, which is what we need to start doing more like we used to do back in the days, like actually reading, educating ourselves and shit. But when it comes to music business, we know how shady it can be. But even with Romeo not really selling shit, Master P still kept him relevant since 01. I knew about Lil Romeo. The first time I heard Lil Romeo speaking was 97, 98 when True to the Game came out. And on the intro, he had Lil Romeo speaking. He was a little jittybug. But he's still here. You know how many rappers came and went since then that ain't sold no records, and you gonna tell me your dad didn't do nothing for you? He kept your little punk ass relevant, bro? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. So let's go ahead and hear it from the horse's mouth. Let's let Papa P actually speak. Fair Hughes, shout out to the brother Nino Brown. Y'all go check him out. Please, subscribe to him too, man. Dope content creator, motivational speaker from around the way, man. Let's see what P got. He brought up the situation with Rap Snack, saying he didn't get paid from that. And what P saying, they started out with Universal. Universal had an idea, was promotional for rappers, and that was signed to them, that was coming out with albums, trying to promote them in all types of different ways, which worked pretty damn good still to this day. In case y'all hear what he just said, money he made, he got to pay people back. Now, I was having a conversation with somebody earlier about being a boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they understood what I was saying, but let me go ahead and break it down for y'all. When you a boss, And the monies that you have to pay out, ain't nobody putting in your pocket. So that means every time you get dollars in your pocket, they going out your pocket. It's a revolving door. So his son, from what he's saying so far, sounds like his son doesn't get, and it's crazy because he making money. Romeo a little millionaire. So you would think he get it. But apparently, Romeo was an employee under his daddy who was the real boss. Every time you make some money don't mean that's everything you get. Like say, when I was selling t-shirts, right? I got to go buy t-shirts. I have to go buy the vinyl or go buy the printing paper to make these things. So it's kind of like you paying to make what somebody's paying you, right? So you get a little cut out of it. So say somebody want to get 10 shirts from me, and I got to go off the material real quick. I got to go off the material. So say they want 10 shirts made, and I got to get at least 5 sheets of vinyl. And let's say I get a deal that costs $10. And then I got to go buy the t-shirts. So I got to go buy 10 t-shirts. So say if they want 5 that's medium and then 5 that's 2X, the price go up. So from $3 from the 5, that's 15. And then other ones that go up to 5, that's $35 right there. So that's $45 right there. And then I charge them to make those 10 shirts. I would have to at least charge them $10. So that's $100. So I'm spending about $50 and making $50. It's not easy to turn a profit, and a lot of people don't realize that until you actually get your ass in business. But let's go back to I ain't go first. I thought Romeo at least went platinum on the first album, like 1 or 2 times platinum, how big it was. That show you how much money they had to put into it to make you think they told y'all I ain't paying for that shit. Don't get mad at me. But on some real shit though, just real quick, Bow Wow is complaining too, talking about Jermaine Dupri and how he did him and all that. Even though Jermaine Dupri keep him afloat, that's what people don't think about. Because when Bow Wow was going down and crashing, Jermaine Dupri still kept him afloat. The same thing with Lil Romeo. When his records weren't selling shit, his daddy kept him afloat. So I don't see what people be thinking. That's what you call entitlement. Like he said, that was only the first album. But they marketed it so big back then. I remember this. They marketed it so big back then. You would think that, you know what I'm saying, he went double platinum off his first one and all of that. He didn't. That was his most selling album. And like I said, they spent millions on videos back then. And like I said, at that level, the cheapest video you can get would be at that time like $100 grand. $100 grand. Because the underground dudes were spending $25,000, $50,000 on their videos. The underground dudes. So, you know, if you on a label like No Limit, which was under I think Universal by that time, you know you spending $250,000 plus for a video. So they spend all the $1 million, ain't making shit back. But a lot of y'all goofies out there actually think Master P owe him some money off them record albums, off them albums. And like he said, the first song, My Baby, that had the Michael Jackson sample on it, they didn't get no publishing off of that. So the only money he can make was on the road, but he had to spend money to stay on the road. Then he had to spend money to get them everywhere else. Like, a lot of people don't know nothing about this record game, man. Like, you can read a book, Google it, you can look up on YouTube and find certain things. But I'm telling y'all, it ain't what y'all do. We got somebody special in the building today?
You have to give it like 5 seconds. I think they tried to take the video down.
Hold on, I see we still live though.
Nah, we still gonna be live, but it's gonna take them a second because I don't know who you said video this was.
Nino Brown.
Oh yeah, he probably got a block in it because I don't know if you can see this tablet right here. Stream unavailable. You have to get that a second. You might have to switch it, go to a different video, but they got us black screen right now. You still rolling on Facebook though?
Okay, so Facebook, y'all still can see me over there. You on Facebook?
Who?
You.
Yes.
Okay. Appreciate you. All right. So we got some technical difficulties going on over here on this damn what you call it. I ain't even mad at cause this shit was getting good, man. This shit was getting good. Damn YouTube. I apologize about that over here if you over here on Facebook still watching, cause you know they start doing something kind of funny or whatever. All right, I see we still over here moving.
Yeah, I guess they just they must got a copyright on that video or something.
Yeah, because you know you can put some on your video if you want to or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know what the hell. I was listening, man. I was trying to learn some shit.
Yeah, cause man, dog, he was dropping some knowledge, so he didn't even get to. Are you talking about the album? Talking about rap, the album sales, and then he also talked about the rap snacks.
So I'm about
So
to say, you might want to take it off so they'll bring the stream back. I don't know why the hell they doing that. Yeah, that motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck. But keep going. What you saying?
yeah, so with the what was it? The Nickelodeon show. So on the Nickelodeon show, they was talking about Romeo was saying he didn't get paid off of that shit. But he was talking about who was the most paid. He said Ariana Grande. Said she was making like 9,000 for per episode.
We back up.
Okay, cool. I apologize for the technical difficulties, y'all. YouTube.
That ain't no technical difficulty.
Video I was
YouTube
showing.
said, take that shit off.
They didn't say nothing. They just took the shit off.
That's what they be doing, man. They be doing that on certain videos. They need to let everybody know because, like, technically, it's fair use.
Yeah, especially if it's educational. That it's educational.
It don't even matter. It's fair use. Period. They ain't got no right to that shit.
Hey,
put it on the internet.
If you get paid for it, they gonna do that shit. That's what they gonna do. But yeah, like I was saying on the about the Nickelodeon show. So he said his son was getting about $5,000 an episode, and they was on for 3 seasons. And he said that came out to about $500,000. That's pretty good money, but you would think he getting millions. He ain't getting millions off of that. So where's he supposed to pay him at? And then he said he used that money to pay his taxes. He was like, my taxes was in the millions. So I'm gonna take 500. So every time you get a check, now we struggling month to month, but every time you get a check, I'm gonna take and pay my my taxes. Then we should have lost the house, technically, right? Like he's saying stuff that don't add up. The math ain't mathing. It ain't making no sense. Rap Snacks, he didn't have no contract to get paid. It was promotional. So you could have talked to your pops about this and actually got some understanding, but he chose to go to the internet. And like you said, it was supposed to be about his sister at first got arrested. So then it was supposed to be about grieving, family, and all this. Then it turned into money. Like, dog, like what we talking about here, man? It's just entitlement. Like Jay, what's your perspective on it so far? I'm gonna go ahead and talk. Well, now I'm gonna let you talk so I can answer something. Then I'm gonna go grab my Kool-Aid. But go ahead. What's your perspective on this shit?
Man, look, I get where Romeo coming from because I used to kind of be that way. Like I was that kid that kind of grew up and like you have resentment for your family, your parents and stuff. And then you get a little bit older and you understand what they were actually having to do. Like I actually took out the time and actually thought about it, asked questions to try to figure stuff out. Like where's the money going? Like why are we living this type of way and shit instead of just like I ain't getting this and I ain't getting that. You got to mature to a point where you understand what's actually going on. And his dad is trying to explain it to him. But like, if he really felt like that, honestly, he could have just said something to his dad about that. He didn't have to go on the internet. And I thought it was bullshit the way he tried to like throw his sister in there as a like, oh, you didn't do that. You only doing this for attention or whatever the hell. And then try to make it seem like, because what was it? They had a problem with him not saying or going on the internet about his daughter. Was it something about that? I'm like, that's a father grieving. Like, just because everybody, you know, we got that one dude that got shot in the face with a bullet, and the first thing he thought to do was go live instead of, you know, go to the hospital. Like, Master P ain't the type of dude. He don't come from that generation of every time something happens in my life, I'm gonna run on the internet and tell everybody about it. It's a grieving father over his daughter. Why the fuck would he go on the internet to talk to people about it?
Right.
Twitch ain't in his family. That's like a coworker. That's like if Diddy passed away, Rick Ross or somebody that's in the industry like that, like that's in the industry with him, he would send out condolences. But when it's something in your family, you not the what are you supposed to send out? People are supposed to send him condolences. So I don't understand where Romeo was coming from that, or whoever the hell said that dumb shit, because it didn't make no sense. And if Romeo really wanted to understand how the business worked and what it was, he would understand about the money. And the sad part is, what you should have been doing is learning. Because your dad was funding everything that you were doing. Your dad was the only reason that you were even in the industry. He pushed that. He even just told you his partner with the rap snacks didn't want you on the bag. And the sad part is, why would he put you on the bag? Like literally, like you were talking about earlier about how they inflate what they like. They give you an image of what the lifestyle is. Now, Master P was rich and had money, but the way they made it seems like Bow Wow had bread like that. Bow Wow didn't. Bow Wow was losing money, just like the WNBA. But Master P didn't let that shit shine through. He always put more into it. He was taking a loss on that shit every year. And they can't, like, for the dude, like, man, he need to think before he run to the internet. But how old is Bow Wow? 32? Man, look, he around my age. He just ain't mature, man. He been sheltered. And I like that point that Master P said. And I feel him. I'll be the same way if I had some kids. Like, look, no matter what I got, like, my kids are gonna work for everything that they get. Like, I'm gonna make sure they have a decent life. So let's say we run into some money or something, we living good. Yeah, they gonna have a place to come home to, but they not getting spoiled with just getting every little thing they want. They want something, you're gonna do something for it. You're gonna work for it, especially my boys. You're gonna learn what like the value of $1. And Romeo clearly didn't get that teaching. Master P probably didn't have time for that to teach him that, but that's a lesson that he should have imparted upon him, because now you got a spoiled child thinking that he's owed something. Same thing with 50 Cent, son. Thinking that you owe something when honestly you ain't got more than the average kid ever. Here you go. You literally have gotten more than the average kid in America. More than 90% of children growing up. You've had a better lifestyle than them, and you're still ungrateful. That's a problem.
That's real talk, man.
That's all I got, though.
But that's the marketing image. So he's still putting money in to keep your face out there, so it brings more money in.
Yep.
And for us, him trying to say, "Oh, my dad always on Instagram and all that." Every time I've seen an Instagram live come up for the last couple of years with Master P face on it, he's promoting something. Even when Wack 100 tried to start that fake little beef, P came on there and promoted his new business.
Yep.
Like, that's how you hustle, dog. That's how you hustle and bustle. And it's like, it's real sad because of our community. We don't get it. Like, even with Master P, like, say if I go get those rap noodles he got and I don't like them, I'm not gonna get online and like, them shit's trash, don't buy them shits. I ain't gonna say nothing about it, because the man out there trying to get it. So I'm not gonna
if
shit
they
on
trash,
them.
you can tell other people, but you ain't got to go on like a social media campaign. Be like, don't buy these shits.
That's what I'm saying. And to the Jewish community, when you see them get out there and bash each other, when you see Asians get out there and bash each other, Mexicans, Cubans, Italians, Russians, Irish, we don't see them get out there and bash each other. Yeah, don't go buy that shit from them.
No,
we
they
don't
just
see
fight
that.
a war. They just fight a war against each other.
They just keep it in-house.
They'll fight a war.
Now, when you talking about conflicting tribes and territories,
shit, look, they all look.
But I'm saying you ain't gonna see them get online and say, "Don't fuck with the El Salvadorians" or some shit. They're not doing that. They do what they do. So, but us, we got to get online and say, "Don't go watch Jay's show because he wearing that Batman pullover." Hey, at least he ain't got no pocket on it. But I'm just saying,
it's a pocket on the inside.
Yeah, keep it on. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Slide your cigarettes right on the inside of it.
That's a damn shame, bro.
Nah, this is amazing, man. You need to learn the value of pockets.
I don't need no damn pockets, man. You damn grown ass scouts. You
This
damn.
man wears skinny jeans with no pockets.
Hey, at least I ain't got no pockets on my damn tank top.
Oh my god! Wait, I actually
I
got
don't know.
somebody that
Hey,
designed the logo.
females that you mess with wear boxes with dick holes in them.
Ah man, look, you trying to go to Chappelle's show shit, man. That ain't gonna work right now.
But also, G shit, man. That's how you keep the image going. But the biggest thing on that I want to talk about is the fact that it's so many things that we're dealing with, like his mom's. I didn't know nothing about the whole drug addiction, really, about his mom's like that. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible, man. But to say she's right and he keeping you straight, he keeping his other boys straight, they in college balling. Cause they listen. You was listening. Now you in a great position. But you think that you're entitled to more than what you actually work for. That's the sad thing about it, man. And that's what's going on in our community. This gender war shit is gotten out of control. Cause I hear people, ain't no real gender war. Yeah, it is. It really is. You got feminism against true masculine men. And it's seeped into our children. Like the females these days so damn selfish, dog. They don't give a damn about their own children, bro. Just for the fact that I'm getting mad with the overturning of Roe v. Wade blew my mind. I'm like, and why you bitches mad again? Because you want to use abortion as a birth control?
Hey, he took away they get out of jail free card, man.
Shit, they got morning after pills. They got condoms. Women got about 30-something contraceptives.
41.
They already got enough. Or just keep your damn legs closed.
God, just be responsible.
Or swallow.
And just be responsible about what you doing. Like actually take ownership. He go, what's the word? What's the word that everybody says over here in these spaces?
Accountability.
Damn, look, man, you got to take that. I know you're allergic to it, but you got to take that.
It's like NyQuil. It'll put you to sleep, but you'll be good when you wake up. That's a sad thing that we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So,
Here, keep talking. I'm gonna pop back for a second.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, so for everybody out there, man, especially for men, especially for brothers, be careful where you put your seed at, man. For some of us brothers, we done been through the bullshit. We don't want to keep seeing no brothers going through that actually can be good fathers, man, and be there for their children. You know what I'm saying? Marriage may not be, possible for everybody. Some people don't want to play that game. I understand and I respect it. But, hopefully, y'all can do what you got to do and find the right person and be careful about getting with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that important. I don't care what nobody try to make it seem like it's not, man. It truly is that important for you to be careful about where you put your seed at, because you don't want to go through no bullshit where you can't be around your child and just trying to raise them right. They don't need to be out here by themselves, male or female, boys or girl. You know what I'm saying? Because I get tired of seeing everybody talking about everybody else community and what they able to do, and then we wonder why we can't do the same thing. It's like, because when it comes down to it, that's where we're stopping. When it comes down to having these hard conversations, when it comes down to actually working with each other, when you don't hardly care for being around each other, when it comes to keeping your damn mouth shut versus spraying them on the internet or the other people and making them look bad, you still look bad as a family. All of us look bad. It don't matter what you say or what you do, we all look bad when we don't know how to work together. So, I mean, that's the only thing that's going to really change our community. When it get gangster, it's time to get gangster. It's time to actually do something. It's actually time to help each other and do better. But if we don't want to do that, bro, you can't get fucking mad and look at the Asian community and be like, why they able to work together and build their business like that? Because they work together to build their business like that. So we don't do the shit, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, Jay, what's your opinion on it, man? Because like I was just saying, I hear a lot of us talking about everybody else community and how they work together, but when it comes time to work together, we don't want to work together. So how are we supposed to mirror what they do?
Yeah, black folks first got to come to terms with they actually bought into a lot of the stereotypes that were put on us by other people. They got to realize that when we look at it, like, put me in certain situations, I'm gonna look at another black dude like, what the fuck? And I know women do the same thing. Like, we do it in our own communities. We the same stuff that a lot of people say other people do to us. We do
Keep
to
talking. I'm
ourselves.
gonna get some Kool-Aid real quick.
Go ahead and get you some great Kool-Aid, sir.
A great Kool-Aid.
Look, man, we just need to come to terms with it first, because the only way that you're gonna fix a problem is first. The first thing you got to do is address that you have a problem. Acknowledge that there's a problem. We have a problem in our community where we have disdain for each other. So if we're gonna get together and start working together, we got to get past that first. And we got to always understand, man, look, there's more than enough money around here to go around. Just because somebody else doing good for themselves don't mean you need to hate. Maybe you need to partner with them and figure out how to make money like them. And I notice a lot of people that we got a lot of snakes. And this is in every community, y'all. This is every community, just not the black community. But people get up next to people to try to steal from them. We just talked about the Deion Sanders stuff in Jackson State, how they were stealing money on ticket sales. We talked about these things. And people sit around and be like, why you lead the black community? Well, we got to change the narrative. We got to change the way we move out here, man. I understand it's a dog-eat-dog world, and a lot of us start at the bottom, so we're trying to climb to the top. But that don't mean you got to step over people to do it. Well, hell, you're going to step over people to do it. You ain't got to wrong them on the way. And we got a mentality in here where it's a dog-eat-dog world. Like, I've seen dudes, man. I've been in the projects before. I've been in, like, some really messed up areas from time to time, and I've seen how people operate. It'll be your best friend. You go in his house and steal his shit. Like, all that does is just breed and breed and breed discontent towards each other. We got to move beyond that. But when you got people in mess up situations, when you put a dog in the corner, you're gonna do some things that's uncharacteristic of how he normally acts. And we gotta figure out a way to fix that. But this whole situation with Romeo and his dad and stuff like this, man, like Romeo, I don't know what he on. He need to take a little soft ass on somewhere and do something with himself, because coming at your pops like that's ridiculous. Like, you gonna do it in private, you gonna do it behind closed doors. That's all fine and dandy. But man, you acting like a little female running to the internet to do that. Now, I'm just being straight up. That's some real soft ass, weak ass shit. In my opinion, you ran to the internet to try to say something about your dad. You could have picked up the phone and, hey, y'all, how many people can call Master P? He's one of the few people that can call this man. And you telling me instead of calling him, you went on the internet to try to embarrass him, because that's what you did as a son. You seem like, man, look, man, I'm the type of person to cut people off and let them learn.
He said something that his dad been staying away from the kids, but it's like that might be his grieving process.
How about you bring your goddamn kids around him then?
No. He's talking about his siblings.
His dad has been staying away from his brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but I'm like, maybe that's his
They
grieving
can come
process.
see their dad.
Yeah.
Like, man, look, I got people in my family that tell me, man, you'll never call, you'll never come through. Well, if you want to see me, come see me. You know where I'm at. Like, real shit.
But not only that, it could be he could be talking about the siblings that ain't listening too. Because he said his siblings that don't listen, if they going through something, that's on them because they don't want to listen.
That's what it happened, man. Look.
I'm not finna, but see, that's female shit. They like, and if you notice, it's usually coming from bitter bitches these days. Back in the days, yeah, I could see that happening when it happened. But nowadays, no, it's a bitter bitch poisoning their kids, nurturing them with poison and bitterness, and then the father stay the fuck away. Because I come around you and you talking shit, I'm gonna end up whooping your ass. You ain't the father, I am. So I'm thinking he talking about the siblings that don't want to listen, that listen to their mama hard-head ass. And another thing he was saying in that interview was his ex-wife is still staying in a house that he's paying for or that he bought and pays the bills on.
Yeah.
So he like, I'm taking care of this. I'm still taking care of this woman I ain't been with in years. And her nigga she got now. How you gonna, dog, think about that. You can't tell me that ain't some bullshit entitlement. It's when a woman who's getting taken care of by her ex-husband got the nerve to be fucking saying anything about Master P. And he's
That's
still taking care of you.
That's the mentality that, look, you're entitled. You got entitled ass people out here. A lot of people out here, not even just women, but I see a majority of the time in women. We got a lot of entitled people out here that feel like they are owed something for some reason. And you ain't owed a damn thing in this world. You owe what you work for, what you earn. And just because you was with somebody don't mean you earned it. But
just like they said, talking about everybody deserves love. From who?
Shit. They can get love. They might not get it from the person they want it from.
The only person you deserve love from is your parents. That's it. Nobody else.
Now, honestly, I would
even
say
your siblings don't owe you love.
Hell no. Just your family. I mean, just your mom and your dad. Just your mom and your dad.
But that's how bad it is nowadays, man. They think, oh, it's people out there that love you, and do you really want to tell somebody that bullshit and make them believe that? Are you fucking kidding me?
I tell you straight up, man. We got a lot of soft ass, entitled, weak ass, pussy ass people on this planet, especially in the United States of America. And I know that probably, if it don't apply to you, you won't have a problem with it. Anybody that heard that it does have a problem with it, you might want to work on yourself, because I see a lot of people that don't want to work hard. Like I understand working hard is not going to get you to the end road all the time, but you're gonna have to put in some hard work.
You got to take some losses.
And people act like they just supposed to always win. That ain't how life works. Sometimes, like even with those people that work in those type of industries and shit, like sometimes they'll take a deal where they won't benefit as much just to get like exposure or get open to a new market, just so later on they can make more money off of it. Like a lot of people don't even understand. Like, I tell you, go be an apprentice. You ain't gonna get paid that much. I ain't fucking doing that shit. I go work at Walmart, make $15. Think about what you gonna make after you get done with that apprenticeship. People don't have foresight. They can't see ahead. They just think about the here and now, and a lot of that messes a lot of people up. I had people even when we started these YouTube channels and shit. Man, you ain't got nothing but 50 subscribers. Well, yeah, I've been doing it for a month, bitch. What the fuck? What I'm supposed to have? Man, I wouldn't be wasting my time on that shit. Now I look back a year later and shit be like, man, damn, man, what you gonna try to? You gonna try to bring me on to the show? Fuck no.
We're gonna talk about how you didn't believe in me, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you left in the dust. You would have been better off just not saying shit to me. But you got people that be out here hating. We got that discontent in our community. We got it. It's in every community, but we black, so we gonna talk about black folks. We got a lot of people that be hating on each other. I understand, like, as long as you ain't hurt nobody, man, do your thing. Yeah, it really does come down to like how you carry yourself and shit. Because people don't. I don't think anybody likes a cocky person or an arrogant person. But we gotta learn how to work together. But we gotta address that problem first. First, we gotta admit that we got a problem. That was my mindset on it. We gotta admit that we have a problem of discontent towards each other. Same stereotypes that other communities say about us. We think the same shit about each other. Once we address that and move beyond it, I think we can get somewhere. That's why we hear, you hear girls all the time talking about men ain't shit. Like all black men cheat. Really? You met all of them? Like, we got stereotypes in our head. We got to get beyond it. Some of the shit be true. There's always some truth in every stereotype, but you got to figure out where that is. Is it on the majority side or is it on the very minimal side?
I mean, if it's almost 25 million black men in this country, there's no way that one bitch or one person can speak for 25 million people. You can't. It's impossible. So that's what we got to get out of our heads. Just because we bitter about something, that we'll hear something that we can relate to, we'll say, yeah, that's every black man or black woman. No, it's not. It's impossible. You haven't met everybody. That's just like Kirby Puckett that was playing for I forget the name of the hockey team in Minnesota. Think about it.
No, man, I don't play no hockey.
See, exactly. So imagine you say, yeah, black people don't play hockey. It's black people that play hockey.
I play hockey, but I don't play hockey.
But that's what I'm saying. It's black people that professionally play hockey. So until we seen Kirby Puckett, we didn't know. Until we seen Tiger Woods playing golf, we didn't know. Until we seen Arthur Ashe, rest in peace, playing tennis, we
Bro,
didn't know.
They had VJ Singh.
But I'm saying until we actually seen these people, we couldn't believe. I'm talking about at the time when we did not see it.
Yeah, VJ Singh was going up against Tiger Woods, but he was like Indian or some shit like that. He was a dark ass Indian, so he looked black. I don't know if he black or Indian. I don't really know what VJ Singh was, but I get what you're saying.
So that's where we mess up a lot of times with each other. And we think we all the same. And that's what I realized. I got all my feelings about it. Hey, we ain't all the same. You got to realize that some people don't identify with certain cultures of people. And until we realize that this is what it is. So, but yeah, I want to apologize about the other video. I should have doctored it up like I wanted to. So we could have kept it going. So I apologize to everybody about that. We ain't gonna keep it going too long. I might come back a little later and do another quick live. Talking about a couple things I've seen since this Megan and Tory trial had ended. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. I might be putting up something in about an hour. I'm gonna put up the thumbnail so y'all can check it out. I mean, I gotta make it up for the people, man. They was coming out. That shit happened, then we lost some numbers. It's because of that. So it's on me, y'all. I apologize. That's my fault.
Yeah, blame him. Boo!
Blame it on me. So
it wasn't me.
It wasn't Jay. It was me. I apologize for that. But like I said, man, for all the brothers out there that don't have kids yet, man, be careful where you put your seed at. Do your best and vet that woman. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you vetting for marriage. I know it's not for everybody, but if you decide to be a domestic partner, vet as best as you can because you're building your legacy and that woman is going to be a part of it. So if God forbid it don't work out, she's still a part of your legacy. She's a part of your history, your track record. So make sure you do the best that you can. So hopefully God bless you to not end up in this situation where P going through. I pray from there you work it out. I pray Romeo turn into a man.
You had to man up on that one.
You gotta man up, man. You gotta let him drop, man. Because right now he acting like a female, dog. But I still pray for him because I always respected they dynamic as father and son, black father and son. So hope we can see. Why you doing Diddy?
That was his shit.
No, that was the Harlem Shake.
Nah, that little Romeo was doing it the most when he came out with that shit.
No, he was not doing more than Bow Wow.
Man, look, okay, maybe not more than Bow Wow, but he was doing it too.
Not more than a nigga from Harlem. That's
I don't know a nigga from Harlem.
Shake.
I don't know about all that. I told
go
you
back
I don't
and
be
watch Diddy.
I don't be in all of that. I told you know I don't be watching all that. That you know that N-word stuff.
We were watching Bow Wow.
Man.
But anyways, before we get out of here, like I said, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing another live about an hour. Jay, final thoughts, man.
Man, you ain't tell everybody Merry Christmas and shit.
I said that in the beginning. You wasn't here.
I was here. I just wasn't up here.
Then you didn't hear me. You're lying. Go ahead.
All right. Whatever. But look, y'all. Look, we gotta get to the point, y'all. I think ultimately, like, we need to start seeing these situations as learning situations. And fathers, don't spoil your sons. Don't do it. The true character of a man is going to be determined through the struggles that he go through. I ain't saying make your son just get out there and have to crawl and act like a homeless person or something like that, but like make him work for what you give him. Don't just get that shit away because I get tired of seeing entitled men. That's one thing I cannot stand. I don't like seeing entitled women, but when I see it in a guy, I'm like, what type of upbringing did you have? So, like, man, look, make your boys work for what they got to work for and make your girls know what the hell they need to do so we can avoid these type of situations. A father shouldn't have to go on the internet, no matter how famous he is and no matter what he promotes. He shouldn't have to go on the internet and talk about how sad he is. That's some pussy ass shit because when his children passed away, people supposed to see him. Heard that. Hope you heard that here. But yeah, man, that's all I got on that.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. Y'all man up out there. Keep it grown.
Bro, you saw the cat. You saw the cat. Yeah, you think of Marcus and Wally for that.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all keep it growing out there, man. Do the best you can. This is very important. Like I said, pray for him. God bless him to do well. Get everything back together because he shouldn't have put it on the internet because you're gonna have some people like, I would have never forgave my daddy. And it's like, you ain't got one, bitch. Shut up. So
cold as ice.
I'm sorry, man. No, it's like people try to give you advice that's broke about how you supposed to spend your money. Then people talking about who they want and wouldn't forgive, and they ain't even got no damn body in there.
I ain't in it.
So, but y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all see the come up, man. I'm gonna do so later. Hopefully, Jay still be up. I don't know.
I'm an old man now. You know how I get down, man. What time it is right now?
Yeah, clock puncher.
Hey, look, he a hater because he worked for Uber, y'all. I ain't talking shit. We ain't even gonna do this shit right now, man. God damn. You really gonna go live and do the Tory Lane shit?
I'm gonna do something, man.
Look, man, I might stay up past my bedtime because, hey, I got some shit I wanted to get off my chest on that one.
Well, I mean, I'll try to collage it because it was the other thing.
Collage it.
Yeah, you know what a collage is?
A collab?
Collage.
A collage is like a bunch of pictures together.
Yeah, but you can also say that it's just the framing of it. But yeah, I might collage it together. Some other thing.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about right now.
I keep forgetting this nigga is from Alabama.
Talking about, but either way though.
My bad, y'all.
This man gonna make me go Google collage.
Go ahead. It is about pictures mostly.
I know it's about pictures and shit. So
but you can use it for plenty of other things.
Stop the cap.
Damn, why you did that, man?
I didn't click on none of this stuff. I haven't clicked on anything. That's all you.
Stop the cap.
All right, y'all. We about to go ahead, get up out of here. As always, go check me out on Out from the Norm 18. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe. You already know my boy over here, JVJ. Let's talk with JVJ. Make sure y'all check him out over there. And subscribe to the JVJ Network if you haven't yet. All right? Make sure you subscribe to the JVJ Network if you have not yet. All right, so like I said, y'all stay tuned for the next hour. All right?
Bring forth life. Man plants the seed. Okay? So,
if you want, man, I remember I used to go out with I used to take an ugly chick out with me on purpose. Just to get other chicks.
A lot of these women choose men who are weaker or choose men who are fuckboys and then complain about the very same
want them to be a alpha male and all this dumb ass shit.
And you into doing something, you gotta be careful about that type of shit. Jay, what you writing over there? You trying to steal another idea. He's stealing another idea. Tell the truth, ain't you?
Nah, I just came up with an idea.
It has nothing to do with that. You